built a nation with our hands, the toil of people from a dozen lands.
Strangers when we first began, now we're Singaporean.
Let's reach out for Singapore, join our hands forevermore. One people, one nation, one Singapore. That's the way that we will be forevermore. Every creed and every race has its rule and has its place. One people, one nation, one Singapore. And when the time comes for the test, our vigilance will never rest.
Be united hand in hand, show the world just where we stand.
And reach out for Singapore, join our hands forevermore. One people, one nation, one Singapore. That's the way that we will be forevermore. Every creed and every race has its role and has its place. One people, one nation, one Singapore. One people, one nation, one Singapore. That's the way that we will be forevermore. Every creed and every race has its role and has its place. One people, one nation, one Singapore. One people, one nation, one Singapore.
We have a vision for tomorrow. We have a goal for Singapore. You and me will do our part. Stand together, heart to heart. We're going to show the world what Singapore can be. There is something down the road that we can strive for. We are told no dreams too bold that we can try for. There's a spirit in the air. It's a feeling we all share. We're going to build a better life for you and me.
We can achieve, we can achieve.
Count on me, Singapore.
together with faith. Remember the time so fine when we thought that nothing could stand in our way. That things weren't the same. The life that we knew had to change. We struggled through the darkest storms we thought we couldn't tame. Together we tried as we stood side by side. I knew we'd build a new world, a world of hope forever after. Deep in my heart, I just know, right from the start, we will grow. Look where we are, we've come so far, and there's still a long, long way to go. With all of my heart, I will care. I'll play my part, I will share. Family and friends, together we'll stand. And in the end, hand in hand, we will get there. So now we begin working together to win. We live in a trust, it must be possible to overcome anything. There's so much to do, there's so much we can contribute. By sharing just a little love, we'll start again anew. So why don't we try? If we stand side by side, I know we'll build a new world, a world of hope forever after. Deep in my heart, I just know, right from the start, we will go. Look where we are, we've come so far, and there's still a long, long way to go. With all of my heart, I will care. I'll play my part, I will share. Family and friends, together we stand. And in the end, hand in hand, we will get there. I just know, right from the start, we will grow. From the start, we'll grow. We've come so far, and there's still a long, long way to go. With all of my heart, I'll play my part, I will share. Together we stand, and in the end, hand in hand, we will get One man on an island, one drop in the sea. All it takes to set a wave in motion is a single word in action, a hope that we can be the change that we've been longing to see. For our home, our land, our family, it's all within our reach. See this island, every grain of sand. Hear this anthem, it's the voices of our friends. Come whatever, on the road ahead. We did it before, and we'll do it again.
When the moments turn to hours and the day's last light is gone, look around us always and remember, there were times we were uncertain, but we just kept walking on. It's always darkest just before the dawn. See this island, every grain of sand, hear this anthem. It's the voices of our friends, come whatever. On the road ahead, we did it before, and we'll do it again.
Our home, the home we share, where the garden always grows toward the light. Though the road ahead is daunting, I know we're gonna be alright.
See this island, every grain of sand, hear this anthem. It's the voices of our friends, come whatever. On the road ahead, we did it before, and we'll do it again.
See this island, every grain of sand, hear this anthem.
It's the voices of our friends,
Come whatever, on the road ahead, we did it before, and we'll do it again.
Hi, I'm Paul Kim. I'm the Chief Technology Officer and Associate Dean at the Graduate School of Education at Stanford University. When I educate students, I would always emphasize the goal of knowing yourself and knowing others, and that would require a certain set of mindsets and attitudes. I call this global leaders who understand what the grand challenges may be for this world, and knowing the dire needs that others might have. Our programs are designed to address the challenges of today and also challenges of tomorrow. FlyingCape has a vast array of network with education leaders and education service in Singapore and in many other countries. The team focuses on understanding the learners and helping them find their best talent, and at the same time help more students to become better and successful learners for life.
is rapidly advancing, and with its continuous development, technology has become an integral part of our lives. So I ask you, is your child prepared for a knowledge-based future? Well, Graphite Academy has got your back. Innovation, knowledge, and critical thinking is what our academy offers. Founded in 2016 to prepare students for a highly digitalized future, we have conducted programs in over 120 different schools and have taught more than 10,000 students to date. Our quality coding curriculum is designed to impart analytical and critical thinking. Its challenging nature aids students in thinking beyond the prescribed course, preparing them to solve complicated problems. This pedagogy-focused curriculum is delivered to our
Today, coding is an essential skill we need to teach our children. Just like math, science, or English, getting kids to engage with coding is in everybody's interest. CodeMonkey, an award-winning online game, is the only platform that gets kids as young as 8 to write real code through a fun, engaging game.
זה משחק שממש מלמד ילדים בכיתה ב' וג' לכתוב קוד. זה דבר בלתי נתפס, אבל זה קורה, זה אמיתי.
CodeMonkey partnered with CET, Israel's largest publisher, to offer the CodeMonkey Coding Olympics, chosen by the Ministry of Education for a nationwide rollout.
1,700 schools participated daily for 3 months. CodeMonkey's special characteristics made it self-driven and easy for the schools to implement. The top-performing schools sent teams to train in a boot camp and then to compete in the finals mega event.
The results of the CodeMonkey Coding Olympics were beyond any expectations.
Last week, we completed 253,000 kids in Israel played CodeMonkey and learned code.
Thousands of children fell in love with coding, and a whole new coding movement was formed across the nation.
אני למדתי הרבה מאוד דברים חדשים, כי זה מלמד לתכנת ממש את הבסיס של הבסיס.
CodeMonkey is now expanding globally, applying the unique know-how demonstrated in the Olympics into further countries.
By introducing coding to your students, you would be opening up a new and exciting world of opportunities for them today, and there will be no limits to where they can be tomorrow.
כל שלב אני הצלחתי ויצא לי שמחה בלב. הייתי רוצה גם ששנה הבאה יהיה CodeMonkey.
CodeMonkey, write code, catch bananas, save the world.
Concepts and the specialized vocabulary of science. Each level of the book is accompanied by a corresponding quiz. Hands-on process activities engage students in science experiments and investigations. Investigation packs foster close reading as students demonstrate the 21st century skills of collaboration, communication, and critical thinking. While the high-interest focus books were designed with the next generation science standards in mind, including a book quiz and an open-ended challenge that engages students in key science and engineering practices. Each focus book and quiz for grades K through 4 are also available in Spanish for ELL and dual language learners. There's a collection of science videos with accompanying discussion questions, helping students learn about science content from a variety of media sources. Finally, with project-based learning packs, students participate in an open-ended, team-based science or engineering project. All Science A to Z resources are created to help students satisfy standards in both science and language arts. In addition, Science A to Z provides storylines designed to help teachers address all 3 dimensions of the next generation science standards within one coherent sequence of lessons. Science A to Z organizes teacher lesson plans along with a lesson-by-lesson sequence of resources to help explore disciplinary core ideas and cross-cutting concepts and engage in science and engineering practices for an integrated 3-dimensional learning experience. Individual lesson and storyline lesson plans are available in printable and digital formats. Using the Kids A to Z e-learning platform, students can improve their scientific literacy and reading skills anytime, anywhere. Students have access to their customized unit assignment, which is full of engaging interactive e-resources, as well as an independent science library, which fuels their natural curiosity about science topics. Students access their e-resources in an interactive, kid-friendly environment where they can listen to the content while viewing highlighted words and phrases, read the book at their own pace, record themselves reading aloud, use an assortment of interactive tools and features that promote close reading and critical thinking, and take a corresponding e-quiz to evaluate scientific and reading comprehension. Science A to Z also makes it easy for you to manage student online progress using the Kids A to Z portal. You can easily monitor each student's progress through the assigned unit, the number of resources read and viewed, quiz scores, and performance on reading comprehension skills. You can listen to the students' practice recordings and assess their constructed response quiz items. Every student is curious about the world around them. Science A to Z fosters that curiosity and helps you light the spark that can lead to a lifetime of learning about science. By getting kids excited about STEM subjects from an early age and by helping them develop the reading and science skills they'll need, you can prepare children for success in school and to fill important roles in the careers of tomorrow. Start using Science A to Z in your classroom today.
Curiosity takes hold, and imagination takes over. Where will you find your answers? What will you do when inspiration strikes? coming close. And listen closer. Go beyond the constructs of today and invent your own tomorrow. So, what will you?
Hi, I'm Paul Kim. I'm the Chief Technology Officer and Associate Dean at the Graduate School of Education at Stanford University. When I educate students, I would always emphasize the goal of knowing yourself and knowing others, and that would require a certain set of mindsets and attitudes. I call this global leaders who understand what the grand challenges may be for this world, and knowing the dire needs that others might have. Our programs are designed to address the challenges of today and also challenges of tomorrow. FlyingCape has a vast array of network with education leaders and education service in Singapore and in many other countries. The team focuses on understanding the learners and helping them find their best talent, and at the same time help more students to become better and successful learners for life.
The world is rapidly advancing, and with its continuous development, technology has become an integral part of our lives. So I ask you, is your child prepared for a knowledge-based future? Well, Graphite Academy has got your back. Innovation, knowledge, and critical thinking is what our academy offers. Founded in 2016 to prepare students for a highly digitalized future, we have conducted programs in over 120 different schools and have taught more than 10,000 students to date. Our quality coding curriculum is designed to impart analytical and critical thinking. Its challenging nature aids students in thinking beyond the prescribed course, preparing them to solve complicated problems. This pedagogy-focused curriculum is delivered to our students with a handful of specialists in coding and passionate faculty. The strategy of small-sized classes adds to a conducive learning environment where students can polish their thinking skills. Progressive curriculum, active parent engagement, extensive exposure to multiple platforms ensures that your child is equipped with ample amount of skill that could be advantageous for them in the workplace tomorrow. Our rigorous teaching system ensures that our faculty is well trained to provide educational and enjoyable lessons. We hold the pride of yielding knowledgeable, creative, and critical minds. So what are you waiting for? Get in touch with us.
One learning with engaging, developmentally appropriate reading practice. Teachers and students both have all the resources they need, all in one place. Great job this week! Your reading's really improved. Start your free 2-week trial today to see how RAS Plus takes students' reading to the next level.
21st century skills of collaboration, communication, and critical thinking. While the high-interest focus books were designed with the next generation science standards in mind, including a book quiz and an open-ended challenge that engages students in key science and engineering practices. Each focus book and quiz for grades K through 4 are also available in Spanish for ELL and dual language learners. There's a collection of science videos with accompanying discussion questions, helping students learn about science content from a variety of media sources. Finally, with project-based learning packs, students participate in an open-ended, team-based science or engineering project. All Science A to Z resources are created to help students satisfy standards in both science and language arts. In addition, Science A to Z provides storylines designed to help teachers address all 3 dimensions of the next generation science.
Hey students, welcome back to CodeMonkey Coding Olympics 2021. This is Mr. Jonathan. I hope you guys had fun. Welcome back, welcome back. Once again, we just want to announce a couple of things. Thank you so much for all your patience and understanding with regards to the server issue that happened on the day of competition. Once again, I'd like to welcome all of you back. So thank you so much, parents, students, for the patience. Competition will be held tomorrow. So before we start, I have a couple of updates for you to make sure you guys are ready to move. All right. So students, welcome back. If you're excited, send a yes. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a couple of refresher. All right. We're going to refresh on the concepts we've covered over the last 4 days during the competition training. We want to make sure that you are ready and well prepared for the competition. All right. So stand by a bit and we're going to go through a couple of announcements. So quick announcements, students, just quick announcements. All your parents should have received an email from us. All right, all your parents should have received an email from us. And in this email, all right, it has stated the timings for you to participate in competition. So students, I'm going to repeat again. All of you should have received an email from Science Center. All right, and in that email, it would have stated the timings of the competition happening tomorrow, students. Now, take note, the timings are just a guideline. I repeat again, the timings are just a guideline. This is to prevent the server from overloading again. We want to make sure everybody has a smooth experience. Now, what's more important is this competition will be held tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. I repeat again, competition will be held tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Now, this time it's a lot longer. How is this going to work? Very simple. Now, when you log into your CodeMonkey account tomorrow at 8 a.m., all of you in your competition module will have a competition module loaded into your account. I repeat again, at 8 a.m. tomorrow, all of you will have a competition module loaded into your account and it will be unlocked. Now, take note of this, students. Once you log into your CodeMonkey account and you start the module, I repeat again, once you start the module, what happens is in the CodeMonkey system, a timer will start. Now, I repeat again, in the CodeMonkey system, a timer will start. Now, when the timer starts, what's going to happen is you will be given 1 hour. So it's the same as the competition day. You'll be given 1 hour. All right. And during that 1 hour, do as many challenges as you can. Get as much stars as possible. Now, what happens after 1 hour? Very simple. The system will stop tracking. I repeat again, the system will stop tracking the solutions that you have. It will only register all the solutions you have done within that 1 hour. All right, so that is how it works. So again, students, it's 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can log in at any time you want, or you can follow the schedule that Science Center have sent from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Now, once you start the competition module, I repeat again, once you start the competition module, the timer in the CodeMonkey system will start. When that timer starts, you only have 1 hour. After 1 hour, whatever solutions you've given into the CodeMonkey system, whatever solutions you provided will not be recorded for the entire duration of the program. All right, students, if you're clear on this, can I get a yes? So I know you are very clear on this. If you're not clear on this, let me know so I'll repeat the steps again. So if you're clear on how the competition will run down on this coming Saturday itself, please let us know. Yes. So are you all clear on it? All right. I see somebody still a little bit lost. I'm going to repeat again. All right. So take note. Yeah. Some of you are still a bit lost. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat one more time because I think Ray is not clear. Not only Ray, some of the students are not clear as well. I repeat now, tomorrow competition modules will open up from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., okay? Now, from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., what's going to happen is you can do the competition challenge anytime you want. So example, maybe I am free at 11 a.m., I will log in at 11 a.m. and start doing the challenge. All right. What this means is once I start doing the challenge, the timer in the CodeMonkey system will start running. And you will only have 1 hour to have your scores registered into the system. Okay, students? Yeah, so you will only have 1 hour for the scores registered into the system. So to make sure you are well prepared, do not start the challenge unless you are sure you have 1 hour to do the competition. Clear so far, students? Yes. So again, you have 1 hour to complete all the competition challenges. Now, students, also please take note, the competition challenges will be different from what you face on the competition day itself. So the competition challenges will be different. Now, why is it different? It's because we want to make sure the challenges are fair and everybody goes through the system as basically it's a blank sheet. Everybody starts from fresh. All right. So that is the rundown for competition tomorrow. Okay. So that's the rundown for competition for tomorrow. I repeat again. The modules will open at 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and you will have 1 hour to complete the challenge. Once you press the challenge or once you press the module, the timer will start, and when the timer starts, you cannot restart. You cannot go back. You just got to finish the challenge within that 1 hour, students. So that's how the competition will run down, right, students? Again, it is 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Ho East Yong. It's not any time on the day. It's 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., which means if it's 10:59 p.m., you cannot access the competition. So 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., you can do the challenges. For students who are still lost, please refer to the CodeMonkey email from Science Center. So let me just share with you. If I can show you the screen over here, hang on. You should have an email like this, all right? So you should have an email like this. Okay, so you see something like this. You will see recommended to start at 8 a.m., recommended to start at 10 a.m., recommended to start at 12, recommended to start at 2. Remember, again, you got 1 hour to finish your challenges. All right, students? So that is the little updates from the competition itself, okay? So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. It's good to see all of you again. Now, what's going to happen next is, students, please log into your CodeMonkey account. Please make sure you are in your CodeMonkey account competition accounts, all right? So I repeat again, your CodeMonkey competition accounts, you should already be logged in. Now, if you're logged in, what's going to happen is we're going to start our refresher training for the day, all right? So we're going to be starting our refresher training for the day, all right? So give me a while. Yeah. Reggie, I mentioned again, you can log in anytime as long as it's between 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, Reggie? So take note on that. It has to be between 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Now, I'm going to start the competition training proper. Okay, so most of you should be logged into your CodeMonkey accounts. All right, most of you should be logged into your CodeMonkey accounts. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to cover the 3 main modules as mentioned over the last, during the training period. The 3 main modules. Now, students, do you remember what are the 3 main modules we are looking at? What are the 3 main modules that we are looking at for the competition? Anybody remembers? If you remember, send it to the chat so we know you remember what are the 3 main modules covered in the competition. All right? So what are the 3 main modules? All right, yeah, I see loops, a lot of loops. Very good, but that's it, only loops. There's another module. All right, so all of you remember loops. Looks like a lot of people like loops. Yeah, so we're covering, very good. We cover for loops as well. So loops, for loops, and we're covering variables. All right, what's going to happen today is we're going to run through those 3 modules again. I'm going to go into certain challenges. I want you all to practice these challenges. And as you practice these challenges, when we have time at the end, we will cover a little bit of skill mode, okay? So again, loops, variables, and for loops. So these are the 3 things we're going to be covering during today's lesson, okay? I'm going to share my CodeMonkey screen. Hang on. So refresher training, all right? So for those who forgot, so same thing. My name is Mr. Jonathan. You can find me, on the Graphite Academy Facebook page. Take note, I've been teaching coding since 2016. And, I've taught over 8,000 hours of coding class. So it's a lot of coding classes recorded. For those who just came in, just take note, again, you can watch this from anywhere. You can watch this from the CodeMonkey Singapore Facebook page. You can watch this from the Graphite Academy Facebook page. You can watch this from the MangoSTEEMS YouTube page and the Science Center YouTube page as well, okay? So student, that is what's going on. So a couple of numbers says, same thing, students. The login IDs for tomorrow's competition remains the same. There is no change to it. So I repeat again, students, the login ID remains the same. There are no changes to your login ID, okay? So you should be able to log in. All right, so you should be able to log in. So same couple of rules. I believe all of you can hear me, so great things. Students, later when we go on to the hands-on session, please take note, we will be having practice time. So please practice the challenges accordingly, all right? So that's what's gonna happen. And so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna change my screen to the CodeMonkey screen and we're gonna start. Okay, students, if you're ready for us to start, send a yes so we can start working on CodeMonkey. If you're ready to start, send a yes and we can start working, all right? Yeah, okay, very good. Competition challenge 12 plus so hard. We have, so students, if you have not realized right now, the challenge actually gets harder as time progresses. So just take note, all right? It's gonna, okay, good. A lot of you are ready. Let's stand by. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Welcome back to CodeMonkey students now. So all of you should be familiar with the modules 1, which is your introduction. So on your CodeMonkey, you should be familiar with your introduction area, your first steps. So we will not be covering this during our training today. So students, if you need help with challenges 0 to 10, please go to the Facebook page, the YouTube page, and watch the replays, all right? Now take note again, objects and friends is an introductory concept as well. We will not be covering this concept during today's training, all right? What will happen is, welcome back to loops, student, welcome back to loops, and we are going to start working with loops, all right? So welcome back to, now students, remember when we covered loops? All right, when we covered loops, there are a few things we're looking at. Now, what are we looking? First thing, there's a concept called inside loops and outside loops. Now, what does that mean? So remember, students, when we mentioned the 4 dots, you see the 4 dots over here? Now, that is inside loop and outside loops. And we also remember that loops are designed for a program to repeat multiple times. So loops are designed for a program to repeat multiple times. And we got to be very clear, the loops, or rather the program is within the loops. The program is within the loop. So how do you know it's within the loop or inside the loop? You look at the code, you will notice that there are 4 dots over here. And students, for those who forgot how to do the 4 dots, remember it is T-A-B, tab, all right? So for this particular challenge, we look at the monkey. The monkey looks over here. Now we got to walk 15 steps to left. I just want to make sure he does enough steps and he will run. If done accordingly, this is what happens. And you will be able to move accordingly, all right, students? So that is loops, okay? Now, what's going to happen, students? I'm going to take some time now for you to move accordingly, all right? So let me see. All right, looks like everyone's good. This is not skill mode, guys. This is story mode, all right? So what we're going to be covering, students, now, I'm going to give you a quick 10-minute challenge. What we're going to do, we're going to be doing challenge 24, 26, 27, 29, and 30. So we're going to be practicing 5 challenges, all right? So I'm going to send it in the comments. We're going to be practicing challenge 24, 25, 27, 29, 30. So we are going to be practicing these 5 challenges, students. I'll give you all a quick 10 minutes. In that 10 minutes, students, run through 24 to 30. If you're stuck at any of the challenges, let me know. I will come back and review them. Once that is done, we'll move on to variables. And then I think we'll cover a bit of arrays. I just want to make sure you are good with arrays. And then we go and cover loops, all right? So we're going to be covering 5 challenges now, 24, 25, 27, 29, and 30. I'll give you a quick 10 minutes. We will be back after 10 minutes for the challenge, all right, students? So this is story mode, students. This is story mode. I will see you all in 10 minutes, all right? Take care. All right, students, welcome back. That should be that should have given you enough time to cover challenges 24, 25, 27, 29, and 30. Now, what's going to happen is I'm not going to cover 24. I will not review 25. I will be covering challenge 27, 29, and 30. All right, so students, take note. I'll be covering challenges 27, 29, and 30. I will not cover 24 and 25 because these are pretty straightforward challenges. All right. So you should have done, the 5 challenges assigned to you over the last 10 minutes. We are going to be reviewing 27, 29, and 30. Once that is done, we will move on to variables, and then we'll see what else to cover, right? So let's look at 24. Let's look at 27 first, all right, students? So let me jump to 27. So challenge 27 on our CodeMonkey page, all right? Now, challenge 27 is this one that where the bananas are in all 4 directions. Now, remember, students, loops does not necessarily mean your monkey or your sprite has to travel in a specific shape. It could be a pattern as well. So I repeat again, it could be a pattern as well. Now, because it could be a pattern, in this particular challenge, you notice it goes forward and he goes backwards. So the steps here is forward and then backwards. Now, what we gotta do to make this challenge work is very simple. Instead of step -10, we're just gonna add a new code called turn left. Let's see what happens. So he moves forward, he comes back to the original point, and then he turns again. So this is challenge 27, students. Once you're done, add in the 4 times. Now, students, remember again, to make sure your code is within the loop, you gotta add in the ellipses, all right? So make sure the code is within the ellipses. Once done, press this and your CodeMonkey will move to get all 4 bananas. All right, students? So that is challenge 27. Challenge 27. All right, most of you should be done. You should have done this before. So it should not be something new. Students know it's not skill mode. We are in story mode. We'll only cover skill mode after we've done the revision for the remaining topics, okay? So let's move on. So let's now go to challenge 29. Challenge 29. Now on challenge 29, it looks so confusing. The code is so long. Now what do? Very simple. Very simple. Can you see right now? These 2 codes, line 1 and line 2, they are right now outside the loop. What does this mean? This means this code will not be repeated. Line 6 is also outside the loop. Now, all we got to do, let's just run and see what the monkey does first. Monkey goes onto the back of the turtle, turtle turns, moves forward, and then, oh no, that's the end, right? So that's not what we're looking at. So very simple, instead of 2 times, we now do 3, and let's see what happened here. So now we do 3 times, because we've got 3 bananas, move down, and then turn, all right? And then, my monkey turns left, and oh no, he's not there. So what we gotta do? Make sure he steps to step 5. Maybe step 3, because step 5, I think he will drop into the sea. Step 3. You don't want him to drop into the sea, right? Yeah. So step 5. Students, I suggest what you do is do the challenges again, so you got enough time, all right? So just do the challenges again. After this, we will cover some skill mode, so all of you are aware of how these things work, okay? So 29 is done. Let's move on to challenge 30. All right. Now, challenge 30 is blank. Some of you may not be able to solve this because there's no help over here. But take note, remember, when we are faced with any challenges, first we break down the problem. So we know our monkey needs to be on the turtle. So let's get our monkey to our turtle first. So monkey will now walk step 10. So monkey will now step 10. When he steps 10, he will now be on my tortoise or my turtle. Once on my turtle, my monkey can now proceed to walk properly. To do that, I will need to use a loop. And then I will do step 10, step -10. This is the same concept as before, but the bananas in the 4 directions is the same concept. All right. And then in here, I'll do turtle step. Let's see how many steps this is. Step 10 as well. So turtle step 10. And that should be your solution for challenge 30. All right, students? This should be your solution for challenge 30. Okay? So this is your solution for challenge 30. All right, so students, this is a little bit straightforward. We are not spending a lot of time on this because all of you have done this before. It's a refresher. All right, so it's a quick refresher now. With loops covered, what we're going to be doing next is variables. So after loops are covered, we're going to move on to variables. And students, do you remember what variables do? Do you remember what variables do? So let me jump to, challenge 31. Now, variables, remember, variables act as a store of information. Variables act as a store of information. All right. So variables act as a store of information, and they can store a couple of things. They could store numbers. They can store functions. They can store a lot of things down the road. So students, so this is how variables are done. In this particular scenario, you notice x equals to 10. Now remember, students, when we work with variables, the first thing we want to do is identify what the variable does, right? So we've got to identify what the variable does. So the first thing we know of this is, we look at x equals 10 and we know x represents the number of steps my monkey needs to walk. So x equals to 10. Now if I take my ruler and measure, we will know that my monkey needs to walk 20 steps instead of 10 steps. 20 steps instead of 10 steps. Because of this, I will now change this to 20. I will run, and now my monkey will walk to the banana, students. So that is your first challenge. All right, so that is first challenge under the variable, student. So that is first challenge under the variables. All right, so let's move on. Next one. Okay, let's move on. Next one. So I'm not going to cover 32. I'm just going to jump through a couple of challenges to give you a little bit more challenge, right? So I'm just going to jump. Let's look at challenge 37. All right, challenge 37. So on challenge 37, remember on 37, we learned about say. On say, we learned that the mouse has to run away, right? So the rat has to run away. To do that, we can say anything. So I can say hi, and same thing, my mouse will run away. So once it's gone, I'll make sure my monkey can now step 15. So my monkey will now step 15, and if I run, my monkey will now walk towards the banana. So that is your solution for challenge 37. All right, students. Now what's going to happen next is I'm going to give you 4 challenges to do. So I repeat again, only 4 challenges on variables. And these 4 challenges will be designed for you to do your variables. All right, so we're going to be doing 4 challenges on variables. Now, what are the challenges we'll be doing? Very simple. We're going to be working on challenge 42. So challenge 42. We'll be working on challenge 46. We'll be working on challenge 48. And we'll be working on challenge 50. So 4 challenges to choose from. 4 challenges to choose from, students. I'll give you a quick 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, we'll come back and we will review 42, 46, 48, and 50, okay? So it's a short practice time, students. It's a very short practice time. 42, 46, 48, 50. What we're going to do is you're going to have 5 minutes to run through. They will give you 10 minutes to run through this time, this practice. After that, we'll come back and review the challenges, all right? So 10 minutes, 42, 46, 48, and 50. All right, so I'm going to send it to the chat as well. So we're going to be covering these 4 challenges. In 10 minutes, we'll come back and review these 4 challenges, students. So in 10 minutes, we'll come back and review these 4 challenges. All right, students, welcome back. Most of you should be done with the challenges. It shouldn't be difficult because you've done it before. So welcome back, welcome back. Now what's going to happen is we're going to cover 42, 46, 48, 50. Once that is done, we're going to go for a short break. Students are going to go for a short break. After the short break, we'll come back and then we will do our 4 loops and skill mode. So I know a lot of you have been asking for skill mode. So what's going to happen is we're going to cover all the concepts and variables. So we're going to cover 42, 46, 48, 50. After we've covered that, we'll go for a quick 10 minutes break. In that 10-minute break, please remember it's a bio break. Drink some water. Use the washroom if you have to. After that is done, we'll come back. We're going to do 4 loops, which is the last module in the CodeMonkey series. After 4 loops is done, and then we will proceed to skill mode, which I think a lot of you are excited to work on skill mode, all right? Now, so we're going to start working on Challenge 42. Challenge 42 is where we learn how to cover functions and basically objects together. So we combine and we learn a new functions. In this particular case, you see the new function here is distance to. So what we're going to do is going to make sure the monkey turns to the right area. So turn to banana, and monkey will now step distance to banana. By combining these two, you've got a very straightforward code. It's simple. It's designed to make it so that it's very easy for you to cross. All right, students, so 42 is straightforward. Now let's move on to the next one. Next one is 46. Challenge 46, okay? So challenge 46, all right? Challenge 46 will look like this. Right, challenge 46 will look like this. Now, students, 46 is also easy because the prompt is there. Now, remember in variables, we learn about number patterns, increasing number patterns and decreasing number patterns. So for this particular challenge, you'll notice it says D equals to 5. Now, what is D? So remember, as per usual, we have to first identify what does D represent. In this particular challenge, D represents the number of steps required for the monkey to walk to the banana. So D represents the number of steps required for the monkey to walk to the banana. For this to be done, all I got to do is just change this to 5. And then now my monkey will be able to, 5 plus 5 is 10. My monkey will now go to both bananas. So that is challenge 46, students. That is challenge 46. Now let's move on next, all right? On the next challenge, we're going to be moving, that's not 47, we're going to be looking at 48. Challenge 48. So challenge 48 looks like this. Challenge 48 looks like this. It says D equals to 8. Now, same thing. We know now that D represents the number of steps again for this challenge. So represents number of steps. Now, what we got to do is very simple. D step B turn left now. So 12 minus 8 is 4. So D equals to D plus 4. We go backwards, so 24 minus 20 is 4, 20 minus 16 is 4, 60 minus 12 is 4. And if I do it properly, what happens is my monkey will now be able to go to the third banana only. Why the third banana only? Because there are 5 bananas on this map. I only repeated 3 times. So in order to make sure this works, I will now change it to 5. Okay, and then I will run accordingly. So that's it, students. That is challenge 48. So this is your increasing number patterns. Remember when this is here, so all you got to do is just add a D equals to D plus 4. You should be able to solve it easily, all right, students? So that is your challenge 48. Okay? After challenge 48, we are going to challenge 50 in a bit, all right? So quick one after this, we're going to go to challenge 50. So now on challenge 50, right away we notice a couple of things. First thing, D equals to 6. What does 6 represent? So to understand this, all we got to do is 6. D represents step for hurdle. And 3 times step 14. Why 14? Because all the bananas are located 14 steps away from the monkey. So 14 steps, right? So we know step 14, turtle, step B. And then step minus 14, and then D is equal to D plus 2. And if I did it correctly, oops, sorry, forgot my dot. And if I did it correctly, what's going to happen is my cursor will now move the appropriate number of steps, move backwards. Oops. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot there's a space here, no space. All right. So turtle will now go to 6, cross, go backwards, and then move again. All right, so that is challenge 50. D equals to D plus 2. All right, students, so that is D is equals to D plus 2 for challenge 50. So this is your solution for your variables. All right, this is your solution for your variables. Now, students, what's going to happen over here is, remember, variables are an important part of the competition. So variables are an important part of competition. Not yet, it's not skill mode yet. What's going to happen is we are now going to go for a quick short break. After the break, when we come back, we will work on for loops. After for loops, we will work on skill mode. So I think everyone's waiting for skill mode. So after for loops, we'll work on skill mode. So we're just going to go for a quick 10-minute short break. Students, please remember this is a bio break. Go and get your water, get some snacks, stretch yourself, come back, and then we're going to move on to for loops. And we're going to revisit the concepts in for loops, and also we will look into skill mode as well. All right, students? So that's what we're going to be doing. So students, we're going to go for a quick 10-minute break. In this 10 minutes, get a snack, drink some water, do some stretching. We'll come back at 4 p.m. All right, students? I'll see you in 4 p.m. All right, students, welcome back from your bio break. Welcome back from that short break. Welcome back. We are going to move on to the second part of our training very soon. Before we move on, students, I have a quick announcement to make. So let me just share my screen. Give me a while. So we have a quick announcement, student. Now, students, just take note, today is the 27th of August and 28th August is the competition day. Now, students, quick announcement for those who've already signed up for the upcoming class happening on the 3 to 5th September and 6 to 8 September. Take note, the promotion period ends this Sunday. So I repeat again, the promotion period for the holiday program is ending on Sunday, which means instead of paying $299 per pax, you'll be paying the original full price of $429. So students, just take note, the promotion is ending on the 29th of August. Today is 27th. Tomorrow is competition day. On Sunday, all right, the promotion will end. Now, what is this promotion about, students? This class will be covering Coding Adventure 2. And in Coding Adventure 2, you will learn a couple of things. You will learn things like if else, you will learn things like until. So there's a lot more modules to cover, a lot more concepts to cover. And it's all again with Coding Adventure. All right, students. Good question. It will not be me, unfortunately. It will be other trainers from Graphite Academy. So take note, students. The trainers will be from Graphite Academy. The teachers will be from Graphite Academy, and they are well trained to teach you Coding Adventure 2 as well. All right, students. So take note, they'll be well trained to teach you Coding Adventure 2 as well. So again, it's happening 3 to 5th September or 6 to 8 September. Please talk to Science Center if you're interested to sign up for the next class. All right. So let's move on. All right, so that is a little quick announcement for the ending promotion, all right, because the promotion ends on Sunday, okay? The promotion ends on Sunday. Now, students, are you ready for the second part of today's training, which is for loops and finally skill mode? For loops and finally skill mode, all right? So give me a while, students, with for loops and finally skill mode. Now, I'm going to share my screen so you can see what to refer to. So we're going to cover for loops in a bit, all right? So we're going to be covering for loops. Share screen. I saw somebody asking what company is teaching the class. The company is called Graphite Academy. Graphite is the thing in your pencil, all right? So Graphite. If you don't know where you see the red color G, that's the company, all right? So let's move on. Challenge for loops. We're going to jump to for loops. Now in for loops, remember we covered a few things. In for loops, we cover a few things. Now, what is a for loop? I think that is something we need to be very clear on. And how does for loops work? We need to be very clear on this. So this is challenge 61. It's just a quick introduction on for loops. Again, for loops is simple. It's a loop, all right? It's a loop that repeats until the list ends. So in this particular case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bananas. I got 6 bananas on my challenge 61. All right. So on challenge 61, I got 6 bananas. So for B in bananas, what's going to happen is the loop will repeat until the list ends. So the loop will repeat until the list or the array ends. And because the loop will repeat, I just need to run and it will follow register number 0, register number 1, register number 2, register number 3, register number 4, and register number 5. So students, take note, a for loop is just a loop that repeats until all the items in the array is done, all right? So that's how a for loops work. All the items in the array is done. For this particular case, that is simple challenge 61, all right, students? So that's how for loops work. I'm going to go through another challenge just to make sure you are okay with this. So let's go through challenge 68, all right? So I'm going to go through challenge 68, okay? On challenge 68, you will notice, oh no, right off the bat, I have so many islands. I have 3 bananas to move on. And how do I navigate this little challenge itself? So the first thing to take note, students, is to know that bananas are not the only anchor point you have. In this particular challenge, the islands represent an anchor point. The islands represent an anchor point. Because it represents an anchor point, very simple, I will now do for I in islands. Why? Because I want my monkey to navigate all the islands. So all the islands. And remember, students, when we learn about loops, we learn we have to have a tab. So tap loops. So now is turn to I, step distance to I. And if I do it correctly, run. Right away, my monkey will be able to navigate all the islands. And as he navigates all the islands, you notice that the monkey will take the banana as well. So you notice, because of 4 loops in just a short 3 lines, we cover challenge 68, all right? So in just a short 3 lines, we cover challenge 68. Now, students, what's going to happen is we're going to be going through a few challenges, all right? We're going to be going through a few. Ooh, I see some of you are asking for challenges already. I see 69, 71, 72. All right, because today is a refresher, this is what's going to happen. I'll give you a bonus. You don't have to do the challenges. What's going to happen is I will go through all the challenges from 68 all the way to 75. So I'll go through 68 to 75, okay? So students, take note, pay attention to the next part, because I'll be covering all the challenges from 68 all the way to 75, okay? You're happy for that? You're happy? Give it a thumbs up. Give me a smiley face, all right? So if you're happy with that, give me a thumbs up, give smiley face. I'm covering all the challenges from 68 to 75, okay? So we won't be going through practice time now. We'll just be going to 68 to 75. So let's look at challenge 69, students, 69. So let's go to challenge 69. So for those who are stuck, take note, we are going to be covering all these challenges. So we're covering all the challenges to challenge 75, okay? So challenge 69 looks like this. It looks very confusing. So same thing, what do we do before that? We have to first identify what the code does. So for T in turtle, step 0, T step 10. So for this challenge itself, I will know I need my monkey to walk on my turtle. So I will do step 7, and then let's see what happens, okay? Let's see what happens on challenge 69. He moves forward, my turtle moves, and then my turtle stops halfway, and oh no, they're all stuck in the center of the screen, all right? So very simple, same thing, take the ruler, measure to the end, and looks like it's 20 steps, and if I do it correctly, this is challenge 69, students. Challenge 69. All right, so this is challenge 69. Your monkey will cross on the turtle across the rivers 20 steps along the way, okay? So that's how it works. Again, remember students, a for loop is just a loop that repeats within the list. You can keep doing that, all right? Now this only gives me 1 star. So what is this? Oh no, how do we get more stars? Very simple. Instead of using step 7, because sometimes the steps may be different, I can now step distance 2, and here's the trick, you cannot do turtle 1, because if you do turtle 1 or turtle 0, it will not be able to repeat in the loop. So what do we do here? We do step distance 2, T. Why T? Because the T is the variable linked to the turtles, and if I do it correctly, my monkey will now cross the turtles again, but he will go accordingly to the turtles number. So start from turtle 0, and then turtle 1, and then turtle 2. All right, so turtle 0, turtle 1, and turtle 2. So that is challenge 69, students. All of you okay with challenge 69? I think some of you were stuck on challenge 69. I think most of you only got 1 star. This is a 3-star solution for challenge 69, okay? So take note, challenge 69. So let me move on. I'm going to cover challenge 70 and then 71, all right? So challenge 70 looks like this for B in banana turtle step 8. Again, we're not sure what happens. So what are we going to do? Monkey, all right, let's just do step distance 2. B. So my monkey crosses. Oh no, he runs away without my turtle. He runs away without my turtle. So what do? Can I step backwards? Can I step backwards? Now, students, one of the things we cover, I think the last lesson is this. I don't think this will work. So let's do this code. This doesn't work because you cannot negative a variable. Ta-da! You see, it doesn't work. Oops. You notice it crosses, and then, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Because first, my monkey will have to return negative. Let's give this a try. Now he moves backwards, and you realize, oh no, it doesn't work. So what's going on with challenge 70? Very simple. Remember when I taught on day 3 during the competition training, on day 3 I mentioned you cannot negative a variable. You cannot negative a variable. So what do we do now? So for B in bananas, so what we do is, you notice we will now make a new variable, x equals distance to B. So you cannot negative a function, students. So remember, I taught in day 4 that you cannot negative a function, but you can negative a variable. So what we do is we use a variable to add in a function. All right, we use a variable to add in the function on challenge 70, and when we add that in, all right, we can now step negative variable. All right, so we can now step negative variable. So if you notice, this is the answer for challenge 70. Take note, you cannot negative a function, you can negative a variable. All right, so take note on this, okay? Yeah, so this is challenge 70. All right, I repeat again, this is very important to take note. You cannot negative a function because it doesn't make sense. A function is already predetermined, but you can negative a variable. And to make this challenge work, we created a variable called x. X equals distance to B, and then now I can negative the entire concept. All right. So this is the quick portion for. This is a quick portion for challenge 70. All right. So I'm going to move forward. Next thing is challenge 71. All right. So let's move on to challenge 71. Okay. Let's move on to challenge 71. So on challenge 71, all right, you will notice quick one. You will notice, oh no, my monkey is here, my crocodiles are here. What do we do? So all we do is for C crocodiles. And then we will do C turn to monkey. Let's do monkey. Let's do banana. Right, C dot turn to banana. Let's see what happens. Pop, pop, pop. And right away, my monkey can now cross. How do we get my monkey to cross? Step, distance to banana. And now my monkey will be able to cross the river into and get all 3 bananas. So that's challenge 71. All right, students? So that is challenge 71. So remember your for loop, students. Your for loops are there designed to help you to kind of, get things easier. So after that, challenge 72 is the same thing. Make sure the crocodiles face the same direction. So for same thing, it's for C in crocodiles. Turn to banana, and then same thing. Step distance to banana. And then, oops. Oh, sorry. Forgot to turn to. And now my monkey crosses the river again. So this is challenge 72. All right, so let's move on to challenge 73. So let's move on to challenge 73. Now, challenge 73 is actually a combination of one of the challenges we did previously and the 72. So we're going to break this into 2 portions. The first portion is to make sure the crocodiles faces the monkey. So the first portion is to make sure the crocodile face the monkey or the island. So I'll do for C in crocodiles. Turn to rough. Rough will be good. Rough will be a good anchor point. So if I do it correctly, my crocodiles will turn to the rough. Yep. Or we do turn to island 0. Let's do island 0. All right. So once, C turn to. So right off the bat, my crocodiles will turn to the island. So once that is done, my monkey will have to cross. And when he crosses the river, you notice the code looks like this. So from I in islands, monkey turn to I, monkey step distance to I. So remember, we split it into 2 portions. The first portion is to make sure the crocodiles face the right direction. The second portion is to make sure the monkey cannot navigate across the islands, okay? So take note, you can navigate across the island. So this is challenge 73. Let's move on, challenge 74. So challenge 74. So on challenge 74, you will notice a code that looks like this, or rather a challenge that looks like this. Again, we break it down. How do we break it down? So the first step we note is the crocodiles must face the right direction. So do 4C in crocodiles. All right, and what do we do? C dot turn to where? Let's turn to the raft. So if I do it correctly, my crocodiles now all face the raft. By facing the raft, they build a bridge. Now I can cross over to the monkey. So if I do it correctly, your code should look like this. Very simple. Make all the crocodile form a bridge. Once that is done, monkey turn to first banana. We use another for loop for B bananas, and then step distance to B. He goes back to the raft, and then you will notice right off the bat, challenge 74 is solved. Okay. So notice right off the bat, challenge 74 is solved. This is challenge 74, students. All right, challenge 74. And last, challenge 75, and I don't think I will have time for you to practice skill mode, so I will run through some skill mode, students. So while you're looking at the live stream, students, if there's any skill mode you would like me to go through, please let me know. If there's any skill mode you'd like me to go through, please let me know, because I don't think we have any more time for practice time. So what we're going to do is we're going to be going through skill mode. I'll run through some of the challenges in skill mode that is related to loops, variables, and for loops. So I'll be covering this tree as well, okay, students? So I'll be covering this tree for today, okay? So I'll run through a couple of challenges on this. So this is challenge 75, students. This is challenge 75. On challenge 75, you'll notice again, same thing. My crocodiles are not forming a bridge. And to take note of this, you will notice, wow, so many steps here. All right, so step one, we have a for loop. This is what we call a nested loop. Basically, it's a loop within a loop. And all you got to do is to make sure that your crocodiles face the same direction based upon how many bananas there are. So let me just give you a quick one. So let me just run the program. So notice my crocodiles will all point to the first banana, and then my crocodiles will turn and form a bridge to the second banana, and my crocodiles will turn and now form another bridge to the third banana. So this is a little concept called nested loop, students. All right, it's a little concept called nested loops. Now take note, all right, the objective is very simple. We created a loop within a loop, all right? So there's two loops in this particular challenge. Okay, so there's two loops within this particular challenge. It's for B in bananas, and then within that, I add in a for C in crocodiles, okay? So for B in bananas, and then for C in crocodiles. So students, take note on that. So this is challenge 75, students. If you're lost and you're not sure about the steps, students, I suggest you read the little green lines I have over here. The green lines represent the thought flow required to solve challenge 75, okay? The green lines represent the thought flow required to solve challenge 75, all right, students? So that is challenge 75. Now for the exciting part, students, a lot of you have been asking for this. I know during the 4-day training, I did not cover everything in skill mode. Same thing, I will be covering some portions of skill mode, okay? So I'll be covering some portions of skill mode. So students, pay attention. I may be covering the challenges you want, okay? I may be covering the challenges you want. So take note, I will jump directly to loops because loops is very important in our competition. So in loops, all right, we have 10 different challenges in loops. We have 10 different challenges, and in this case, let's look at challenge 7. So I'm just going to jump to challenge 7 in loops. You'll notice again, it is a polygon. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an 8-sided polygon. That's what we call octagon, right? So octagon means I want to go 8 times, and then 10 here, very good. And then minus 10, very good. To find the turning angle, we will take what is the formula, students, I taught you all before. 360 divided by, so formula is 360 divided by number of sides. I will get the turning angle, which in this case is divided by 8. So 360 divided by 8 is, students, what's the answer? Any of you know what 360 divided by 8? That's 360 divided by 8. Yeah. 45, students. So 360 divided by 8 is 45. And once you get 45, your monkey should move accordingly. Let's give it a try. Pum, pum, pum. And right away, you notice my monkey moves accordingly to what I want at 3-7, all right? So this is 3-7. I see some requests for 6-2, 6-15. Looks like I will go through 6-2 and 6-15 as well. I'm just going to go through some of the modules here, right? Looks like a lot of challenges at module 6. Students, module 6 is arrays though. So I'll probably cover arrays in a bit. So that is skill mode 3-7. Okay, students, I'm going to jump to variables in a bit. So welcome to variables. Variables is 4. Variables is 4, and let's look at 4.11. Let's look at 4.11, all right? So we're going to be covering challenge 4.11, and then I'll cover, looks like there's a little bit of demand for 6.2, 6.10, 6.6. Wow, students, a lot of you are stuck with arrays. Okay, so I'll cover 6.2, 6.8, 6.10. So I will cover 6.2, 6.8, 6.10, and then I'll move on to for loops, okay? So take note, I'll cover 6.2, 6.8, 6.10, and then I'll move on to for loops. So take note on that, okay, students? So let me just cover challenge 4.11 first. So 4.11 is simple. We added a function in 2D variable, and remember, for this to work, we have to step negative, and ta-da! You would have solved the solution, all right? So this is 4.11, students. So again, I repeat, students, remember, I can always negative a variable. I can negative a variable, all right? So take note on that, okay? So this is what's going on. So challenge 4.12, I'll do a quick covering as well. So challenge 4.12 looks like this. Turtle step X, what is X? X has to be here, so he creates a bridge, right, for monkey. So X is turtle distance to banana. So then I'll just have to show. So you notice that after he turns there, he'll step over X, step Y. Right off the bat, you'll notice that my monkey can now cross to the turtle, all right? So my monkey can now cross to the turtle. So students, take note on that. Okay, so this is 4.12. Okay, students, unfortunately, I don't have time to cover all the challenges in skill mode. I do not have the time to cover all the challenges in skill mode. So I'm just going to jump to challenge 6. So 4 forests. So a lot of you seems to be stuck on 4 forests. A lot of you seem to be stuck on 4 forests. So I'm going to be covering 4 forests, okay? So 6.2. 6.2 looks like this. Now, how is this going to work? You will notice that there is a bridge. Because there is a bridge, there is a river. The river is now blocking you. So if you do 4B in bananas, your monkey will drop into the river, students. So if you do 4B in bananas, your monkey will drop into the river. So what I would do is I will do 4B in bananas. I will use the bridge as an anchor point. I repeat again, I will use the bridge as an anchor point. So watch. So by using the bridge as an anchor point, every time my monkey goes, he has to walk back to the bridge. You notice he goes back to the bridge and then he turns to A. He goes to the bridge, he turns to A. He goes to the bridge, he goes towards A. He goes to the bridge and he goes to A. So students, this is the challenge. This is the solution for challenge 6.2. Now take note, students, the trick in 6.2 is to use the bridge as your anchor point, all right? So the trick is to use the bridge as an anchor point. By using your bridge as an anchor point, you will avoid falling into the river. And by avoid falling into the river, you will be able to cross all the bananas accordingly, all right? You'll be able to get the bananas accordingly. So next one, I see this is highly requested, 6.10. What happened, students? What happened to 6.10? Let's look at your 6.10. So 6.10 looks like this. So students, so when you're on 6.10, we have to again break it down. We got to break it down. Now, in this particular challenge, the crocodiles have to turn twice. They have to form a bridge and not form a bridge. They have to form a bridge and not form a bridge. So how do we solve this 6.10, yeah? Let's look at 6.10, okay? So on 6.10, all I did was foresee the crocodiles. So my monkey will now step onto the platform first. So my monkey has to step on, so watch. So now my crocodile is on and then he turns back, turn left, goes back, turn right, turn left, turn right. So that's it, students. That is challenge 6.10. So let me show you again. If you're lost, I'm just going to run the code again. Monkey crosses, goes to the first banana, he goes back, goes to the first banana, goes back, goes to the first banana, goes back. So what did we do? But what did we do in this challenge? Very simple. We made our crocodile turn left to point to the island with the banana, and then he turns right. So this is challenge 610, okay? So for C in crocodile, step 7, C turn left. By doing C turn left, it will turn left, all right, and then turn right, students. So that's how it works, all right? So by turning left, my monkey can now cross, walk on the island. He will then walk backwards. After walking backwards, he will then, the crocodile will turn back right, and we repeat this across all the crocodiles, all right? We repeat this across all the crocodiles. So that is 610, okay, students, that is 610. Now, I'm going to be covering the next challenge. So there was a request for 6.2, 6.10, and I believe the next request was for 6.12? 6.12. So I'm going to go to 6.12, students. I'm going to cover 6.12. 6.12. And I see a lot of requests for 6.6 as well. I'll cover 6.6 in a bit, all right? So 6.12 looks like this. This looks so scary, oh dear. Why does it look scary? Because now my turtles are at different lengths. They are different lengths and they have to move forward. So how does this work? So if you notice, what happens is x equals to t distance to banana's I. Okay, what's going on here? Students, if you notice, banana's I, all right, is, and what is I? I is 0. So you watch bananas, 0. Bananas, let's find bananas 1. Where's bananas 1? Bananas 1, bananas 2, bananas 3, bananas 4, bananas 5. Now, what does I represent? So students, if you're lost, it's very simple. The register number of the banana. All right, so the I represents the register number of the banana. So on 6.12, all right, on 6.12, what happens here is, because I represents the register number of the banana, and when I do I equals to I plus 1, what happens is I'm telling the code to go to each banana in ascending order. So if I run this accordingly, now you see my turtles will move, and my monkey will step, and he moves back, goes back. The next turtle will now move. Why? Because he is turtle 1. And then he forwards, move back, move forward again, and then same thing, move forward. All right, my monkey will step up, and now he moves back. Again, students, I repeat, this challenge is tricky because you got to use the number of bananas as a reference. So for those who are lost, remember when we learned arrays, and arrays, your array here is banana 0, bananas 1. Instead of keying them one by one, you can use a variable to increase the numbers so that you then cover all the bananas. All right, so that is the trick for challenge 6.12. I see I will cover 6.6 also because I think there was a request for that. After that, students, what happens is I will go through 6.7. I think there's a request for 6.7. And then after that, I cannot go through any more challenges, okay, students, because we are running out of time. So 6.7 looks like this. Oh, this one is fun. Students, this one is fun because we will use our turtle to do like a little spin. So let me show you the solution for this. It's actually a very simple one. Instead of making your turtle go forward, we make our turtle turn 360 degrees. So if you look at the answer, you'll notice that my turtle will move here, and then he spins 360 degrees, students. So the idea was to make our turtle spin 360 degrees. After he's done spinning 360 degrees, my monkey crosses and then spins again 360 degrees. You spin again 360 degrees and then forward again and then spin 360 degrees. So this is challenge 6.6, students. There's 6.6, yeah, students. So the trick here is for challenge 6.6, the loops are quite straightforward. The trick is instead of for T in turtles and then you just turn, you do a little loop here and then you make sure, because there's 2 bunches of banana, right? So the first bunch is here, the second bunch is here. During those bunches, you do a 360 degree turn. Okay? So that is challenge 6.6. Last one, students, I don't have time to go through all. There was a request for 6.7. This is the last one I'm going to go through. All right. This one is easy. So we're creating a moving bridge. So turtle move forward. So watch the solution. So instead of just the turtles moving, my monkey moves as well. So this is 6, 7 student. For T in turtles, T will step 5. So I make sure my turtles move forward towards my second turtle, and then my monkey has to cross. My monkey has to cross. My monkey has to cross, okay, students? So that is the trick for 6, 7, okay? So he will then move forward to the challenge itself. So for T in turtles, T step 5, and then monkey step 5. So this is how the skill mode 6, 7 will be done, all right? So this is how the skill mode 6, 7 will be done. Now, students, before we call it a day, before we end the class, I have some other announcements to make. So please pay attention. This announcement is important because it's pertaining to your certificates and your awards for the competition, okay, students? So before I end the class, couple of announcements, students, please take note, all right? If you're not sure what to do, please take note. In your emails, you will have received an email stating the relevant details, and in that email, it also mentions, listen, it also mentions that your e-certificate, so all the students who have participated in this training, your e-certificate will be emailed to you from Science Center. Your e-certificate will be emailed to you from Science Center 4 to 6 weeks after the announcement of the results. I repeat again, your e-certificates will be emailed to you 4 to 6 weeks after the announcement of the results. Now, when is the results being announced? Very simple. So I'm just going to share my screen, a quick sharing of my screen. And hang on. So when will the announcement of the results be released? If you notice over here, let me just zoom in so you can see. Category A students. So for those who are in category A, all right, your announcement will be, your results will be announced on 3rd September at 12 p.m. I repeat again, on category A, your results will be announced on 3rd September at 12 p.m. Category B, your results will be released on Friday, 26 November at 12 p.m. Again, e-certificates will be given 4 to 6 weeks after announcement of results, okay? So students, please take note on that. Now, also students, please take note, okay, let me just stop sharing my screen. Okay, students, please take note. I'm just gonna give a quick sharing again. Let me change my screen. Quick one, yeah? So students, again, a quick reminder for those who have yet to sign up, who would like to sign up for the upcoming holiday workshop, and you've yet to sign up, please take note that the promotion for the upcoming workshop is ending on the 29th of August, which means you only have 2 more days, and tomorrow is competition day, right? So students, take note, for those who would like to sign up for the upcoming holiday program, Coding Adventure 2, and we have yet to sign up, take note, the promotion ends on 29 August, and the early bird price will not be available for students after 29 August, okay, students? So take note, after 29 August, if any of you would like to sign up, it will revert back to its original pricing. So please go to Science Center website to register for the competition, for the upcoming holiday program as well, all right? So take note on that, students. And that is it, students. Before I go, I would like to wish students, all of you, all the best for the upcoming competition tomorrow. Quick reminder again, tomorrow's competition is between 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Tomorrow's competition is between 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Again, you have 1 hour to complete the challenges. All your scores will be recorded within that hour. And once it's recorded, any scores or any solutions solved after 1 hour will not be registered. All right, students, so take note on that. Students, I wish you all the best for competition tomorrow. Do your best, have fun, and remember, enjoy yourself coding, right? So students, take care. I will see you all, in time to come. Take care, students. I hope you enjoyed class. Feel free to, leave us a review if you enjoyed class. Take care, students. I'll see you. Bye-bye.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love.